Welcome to They Are Waiting for Us from Forbes Books, the podcast that explores how education can transform lives and communities, featuring conversations with change agents who are making a difference in education, from parents and advocates to teachers and leaders. Here's Dr. Lisa Andrew.
I'm back with the innovative and exciting Chancellor of the University of California, Merced, Juan Sánchez Muñoz. We've been discussing his journey of rising from immigrant family fields to earning multiple degrees to becoming a prominent leader in higher education. Now, Chancellor, let's talk about your school. I'm a firm believer that you have to recognize and understand success to continue to move forward. So what student success initiatives are you most proud of at UC Merced?
Well, okay, so a couple of things come to mind. So UC Merced has a really quite unusual, remarkable percentage of undergraduates who are part of what they define as significant undergraduate research. We do an exit survey. I actually checked this, and I checked the instrument, and I checked the actual items and the language in the items, because when I saw like 52%,
You're like, really?
I thought that's too high. That's too high. There's a mistake.
Am I that successful? Oh my God, that's not allowed.
Yeah, I thought that's a mistake. We're interpreting the instrument incorrectly or doing the analysis incorrectly. So I asked for the survey, the instrument, about 52%, 50%, depending on year to year, claim indicate that they've been part of a significant undergraduate research experience. That's extraordinary. Really, even small private liberal arts schools might have 18%, not 50. So I think our faculty willingness to work with undergrads, not PhD students, is really unusual and terrific here. We have very high retention rate. That's very something we should be very proud of. We have a lot of opportunity for service learning. We have a center run by a woman named Vernette Dottie, and she'll take students out and they'll do things with senior groups, and they'll help clean Bear Creek, and then probably the thing I'm most recently proud of is our announcement of the development or the introduction of an honors program. Probably finally, we
I love that they're rolling.
One more. And fall of 2023, we admitted our first cohort of the BS to the MD. These are students that will start as bachelor's degree students, and then they'll complete their bachelor's degree in 4 years, and then that fall of their 5th year, they begin medical school automatically. So we had about 1,300 people start the application, right? We admitted in that cohort, we wanted 12. We took 15.
Good for you.
Out of well over 1,000. And so, but we had a whole lot of other students. So we admitted and gave scholarships to about 60. We call them Bobcat medical scholars.
Nice.
And so that was something I was really surprised. I thought we might get a few hundred for the BS to the MD. I never imagined over 1,000. And so those are a few things I'm very proud of.
Those are some really special things to be proud of, and some unique things to a 17 years young UC.
That's right. Yeah.
Right. So opening in 2005, UC Merced is, as I said, 17 years young. So how do you plan to grow enrollment and degree offerings? You just shared one that just grew, but some other ideas about growing enrollment and degree offerings at UC Merced in the coming years.
Sure. Yes, of course. COVID was particularly hard on a campus like ours, where we have 85% minority students, 60% Pell, over 50% Mexican American Latinos, high percent. So our families really were impacted by COVID in a disproportionate way. But some of the things that we're doing right now, Lisa, that are for example, we're going to add new academic programs that are really sort of offer degrees of impact. Really, not just provide degrees that make you competitive for the job market today, but 20 years from now. So a few of them immediately, we're adding electrical engineering. We're going to add chemical engineering. We're adding data science. We're adding data analytics. We're adding a degree in communications. Okay, we're going to add others. We're adding the honors program, of course. We'll add more programs having to do with biomed in the future. We're going to increase our athletic profile. We're going to increase some of our amenities, facilities on campus. I'm very interested in building a student union kind of facility, which we don't possess right now. And then everybody's heard me. I'd like to add another 100 faculty by the end of the decade. I'd like to be at 15,000 by the end of the decade. It's a stretch. It's ambitious. I'd like to be in that ballpark by 2020, 30, 31, and then eventually become a campus of about 25,000 with a medical school, ideally a nursing program, and some other areas of growth. And, we're already ranked much higher than any other school by far in the Central San Joaquin Valley. And we're actually in the top 50 public research universities, according to U.S. News World Report today. And then there are finally a few rankings that are embargoed as I speak to you that will come out very, very soon. So we're a very affordable campus in a very affordable community with very high graduation rates and very compelling majors for the future. And this is what we hope will attract students and their family here.
And that's why I call you innovative and exciting. Because who wouldn't agree with that? My goodness. So my organization, the Silicon Valley Education Foundation, is focused on college and career readiness from kindergarten through 12th grade. So we work in that system. So you had talked a little bit earlier that one of the ways that you're interacting with the K-12 system, I heard parents reaching out to parents and speaking with them and about admissions and things of that sort. So how is UC Merced partnering actually within the school district, with the staff at the school district? So not parent-facing about admissions and come to our school, but more the K-12 system itself so that they are preparing students to be successful in your system.
Right. A wonderful question. So first of all, UC Merced does not have a school of education in the way some of the other campuses do. My own background actually is in education, curriculum and instruction. And so we're talking right now about building a graduate program of education here at UC Merced. But we have through the CalTeach program and our extension program, we have faculty here that are actually working right now with classroom teachers of elementary, middle, and high school. And most of that training occurs over the summer. We have colleagues like Maya Tokman, who is actually the head of the CalTeach program. She's the chair of that commission. When we have other teachers like Mari Harris, who work directly with classroom teachers in Merced City School Districts. That's our elementary school district. I meet regularly with Ellen Peterson, who's the superintendent of the Merced High School District. I meet regularly with Steve Tijan, who's the superintendent of the Merced County Schools. And we have outreach programs with a number of adjacent school districts and Planana and others to help work directly with their teachers so that our course content is aligned so that the kids that they're preparing and graduating are admissible to the University of California, Merced. The UC requirements are the same for UCLA and UC Irvine and UC Merced. So these students have a lot of options, Lisa. They're very high achieving. If they're admissible to UC Merced, they're admissible to UC Davis, UC Santa Cruz. So we have to do a very good job of animating them to think about wanting to. And look, a lot of kids want to move away, right? So we have to persuade them as to why they want to stay here and that we're offering the degrees that will best position them for a life of success and prosperity and satisfaction. So we're doing a lot to work directly with the schools. And then I'll just end with this. The governor assigned about $250 million last session for these P16 collaboratives.
Yes.
SURF. There are 13 SURFs. That's the acronym for these regions. We're in our region, Merced County, Stanislaus County, and San Joaquin County. We're in one area, and we are submitting a grant for $19 million. It's about $18 million. I'm rounding up for a SURF, which is a P16 collaborative that will involve all of the major schools and school districts in those three counties. And UC Merced will be the lead on that, and we hope that this will yield tremendous dividends in working directly with the teachers in the way you're describing.
Yeah, love that. I love that idea, and I love that you're going to be the lead. So what are the biggest challenges facing UC Merced right now?
Well, UC Merced, I would say where we're located and just brand awareness, right? We have about 30 3% of our students come from Southern California, Los Angeles and South, about 30-ish% from the Bay Area, and about 30% from the Valley. So it's sort of on the one hand, overwhelmingly 98% from California. Fairly well distributed, but people know about Berkeley, right? They know about UCLA, trying to, again, bring our campus to the attention of more students in those areas. We've got to do a better job, and I'm accepting responsibility for this to attract more students from the San Joaquin Valley. I met with the superintendent of Parlier. I go to Fresno. I go on the campuses of Modesto College. I go and speak at high schools and to tell them, look, there you have a lot of great options. One of them is 40 miles north of you or 30 miles south of you. So I think our location is something that we're going to continue to accentuate in a positive way as something that brings students here. Some of the things around campus, you've been here, we have a lot of open fields and students want things to do, right? So developing the adjacent acreage is important to us. Obviously, continuing to find resources for our students, financial resources, and providing them with those, and then providing them with, look, it's something I'm very, very interested in and focused on. Dr. Kuhn talks about high impact practices, things that we know increase retention, persistence, and graduation. And 4 of them are undergraduate research, service learning, internships, and study abroad. And I really want to get more of our students to go abroad. I want more of our students to work with faculty. I want more of our students to work in the community, right? And more of our students to get internships in places like Silicon Valley with the help of Lisa and her group. These are things that change their life. And then when they come back after that internship with Google or Microsoft or whomever in Silicon Valley, and they come back to their classroom, they go, now I get it. Now I understand why I have to finish.
Most
and they
definitely.
continue, right? So
Definitely.
I'm very focused on those 4 in particular undergraduate active learning experiences that will separate them in terms of being candidates and really contextualize the importance of what they're learning in the classroom and how they'll apply it as professionals.
Exactly. Great. So we're going to wrap up with this. It sounds like and I'm just here to tell anyone listening, this is a wonderful, exciting, just amazing university. I encourage everyone to go and visit it. And you'll just be delighted, surprised, and just full of hope when you interact among the students. So a very bright future ahead. It's thriving now on many levels. So what do you hope your legacy is around impacting students at UC Merced?
My father came to this country and he picked grapes in Delano with his brother Chon about, 45 minutes, an hour south of where I'm at. I think about my father laboring in that kind of work, if he could ever imagine that his son would be in this position. I hope that my legacy, if I have one, will be that by California and the University of California investing in the son of a farm laborer, that our system and our state and our country was made better. That their investment in me was reciprocated by my investment in it. For those who are waiting for us, as you said, that it is worth their wait.
Oh, beautiful. I have no doubt in my mind that your legacy is going to be that and more. And I've only known you for a short time, and I have no doubt. And I'm a pretty good judge of people, so looking forward to watching that legacy happen. All right, so Chancellor Muñoz, if folks wanted to get in touch with you to find out more about you and your amazing story, your leadership and how you're leading and have been leading, or to talk to UC Merced, how to get in, so where should they go? What should they do if they want to connect on any of those levels?
Sure. I'd send me an email. The email address is uncomplicated. Chancellor Muñoz, MUNOZ @ucmerced.edu.
Perfect. And I know you will take care of that. I really want to thank you for taking time to chat with me today. I wish you all the best, and I hope that you and UC Merced are wildly successful.
I appreciate that. We say we here our team we say go big, go Cats, and get your paws up.
I love it. And that wraps up this episode of They Are Waiting for Us. If you've enjoyed the show, please take a moment to subscribe so you can get notifications when new episodes drop. Also, if you could spare a minute, I would greatly appreciate it if you could leave a review to help others like yourself discover the show. Be well, and I'll see you next time.
This has been They Are Waiting for Us. If you want to learn how to create economic opportunity through equal access to quality education and create an extraordinary learning environment focused on everyone realizing their full potential, go to drlisaandrew.com. They Are Waiting for Us is a production of Forbes Books.